Welcome to the C Files, folks. I want to tell you what's heading to LA. 2-7. Marines from 29 Palms. When I was in the Navy, oh my goodness. Folks, you have no idea what's heading to LA right now. If you've never served in the military, you've never worked with Marines, you've never been in law enforcement in California, and you understand the Marine Corps, if you don't have any of that background, let me explain to you what's heading to LA. When I was in the Navy, I worked in amphibious assault my first 4 years in the Navy. Later on, I was force protection, protecting a sub base in San Diego. I was protecting nuclear submarines from incursion. And I've worked with the Marines, very closely with the Marines. There's two ratings in the Navy that go with the Marine Corps. That's the hospital corpsman, and Marines love their corpsmen. You lay a hand on a hospital corpsman, you're going to get a beat down from a Marine. And an RP, which is what I was before I switched over to Master at Arms. RPs are Navy combatants, and they go through Marine Corps Infantry School, and they get stationed with Fleet Marine Force. And the job of an RP is to protect the chaplain while the chaplain is in a war zone, because chaplain by Geneva Convention can't carry a weapon. So the RP, the Navy RP, is the protection for the chaplain, who's stationed with a Marine Corps unit that's in theater, okay? So I've worked with Marines. I've been to 29 Palms. I didn't train like those Marines train at 29 Palms, but I've been there. And I want you to understand something. I'm trying to find the words to describe what's heading to LA, because I don't know if there is words to describe it. These are the most lethal, angry, devil dog warfighters in the Marine Corps. Okay? When they come off those buses in LA, they're not going to be joking, they're not going to be smiling, they're not going to be nice. They're going to be ready for bear. Okay? They ain't going to mess around. And as soon as one of those as soon as one of those insurgents get up in their face, well, let me tell you, you might as well just go home now. Go home, stop all this nonsense, because if you don't want the beat down that you can't even imagine, and you think Call of Duty on the video, you do Call of Duty, so now you're tough. Let me tell you something. You're going to find out what Call of Duty is. Because these Marines, I've watched one Marine when I was in law enforcement in San Diego stand up to 5 or 6 cops. And I'm talking about street cops that had been on the job a long time and were hardened and tough as nails. And I watched one Marine stand up to 6 cops. Okay? These guys are no joke. I'm just saying. I mean, nobody's going to listen to me. But I'm telling you right now, what's heading to LA If they take the leash off these Marines, there'll be peace in LA tomorrow. Yeah. I feel bad for the folks that with their fake toughness. I feel bad for the folks that take these guys on. I really do. It's folks. Let me tell you something. 700 Marines of that caliber, they'll clear out a small country. I ain't joking. These are lethal, angry warfighters. Wow. They didn't send them from Camp Pendleton. They didn't send them from, no, they didn't send the guys from Fort Irwin, the Army guys. They sent 29 Palms. God help these folks. I'll catch you later on the C-Files.